Hello friends, we are back with another video on US immigration. In this video, we are going to talk about what is H4 visa and how H4 dependent can work in US. Let's start with what is H4 visa. H4 is a dependent visa which allow children and spouse of H1B visa holder to stay in US legally. However, since H4 is a dependent visa, therefore visa holder are not allowed to work in United States. In 2015, by executive order, certain spouse of H1B visa holder were allowed to apply for employment-based authorization, also known as EAD, which allow them to work in US legally. Now let's talk about who is eligible to apply for EAD card. Now the spouse of H1B visa holder that has approved I-140. This I-140 is a stage in the green card. So if any H1B visa holder that has approved I-140, then his spouse can apply for EAD card. Or if H1B visa holder has stayed in US beyond 6 years under the 21st Century Act, then his or her spouse can also apply for EAD card. Spouse must file I-765, also called Application for Employment Authorization, along with a supporting document and a fees to obtain the EAD card. On this USCIS I-765 page, you will find all the information regarding filing of I-765 form, supporting document, fees, address to send the form. I will provide the link of this page in my description section below. Let's open up the form I-765 along with the instruction form I-765. In the instruction form I-765, you will find all the definitions, categories, special instructions to fill the form. Let's start filing I-765 form. If you see on the right side of the form, we have an expiry date. Make sure that your filing of your application is less than this expiry date. If not, then please download the latest version from USCIS website. This particular form has 6 different parts. Part 1, reason for applying. Herein you have 3 options. The first option is if you are applying the EAD card for the first time, then you have to select the option number 1. If you are filing this application to replace your EAD card, then you have to select the option number 2. If you are filing this form to renew your authorization card, then you have to select the option number 3. Part 2, information about you, has multiple subsections. The first subsection is your full legal name. In this, you have to specify your family name, that is the last name, given name, that is the first name, and the middle name. If not, then keep the box as blank. Subsection is other name used. If you have not used any other name, you can keep the box as blank. The third subsection is US mailing address. In case you have to specify a specific name in the mailing address, you can use the care of name. If not, leave it blank and you have to fill your address correctly. Now, if your current mailing address is same as the physical address, you can select yes. If you have selected no, then you have to fill in the US physical address as well. The fifth subsection is other information, wherein the 8th item number is Alien registration number. If you have any, please fill in. The 9th item number is USCIS online account number. If any, you fill in. Then you have to specify your gender, marital status. And 12th item number is if you have previously filed for I-765 form. If yes, select the yes option. If you are applying it for the first time, select the option no. 13A item is if you have a social security card. If yes, select yes. If you don't have it, then select no. Now, if you have selected yes in 13A, then in 13B, you have to specify your SSN number. Item number 14 is whether you want to apply for a social security card. That means you don't have an SSN number and you want to apply SSN number, then you have to select option yes. Otherwise, you have to select option no. Now, if your option is yes for item number 14, then item number 15, you have to give the consent to issue the social security card. Otherwise, you can skip question number 15. Item number 16 and 17 is applicable only if you want to apply for a social security card. If you don't want to apply for a social security card, then you can leave these two options as blank. Now, sixth subsection is your country and country of citizenship or nationality. That means you have to list all the country you are currently citizen. Now, subsection 7 is place of birth, wherein you have to specify the city, state, place where you are born, and also the date of birth. The 7th subsection is the information about the last arrival in United States. So you have to specify I-94 number. Then you have to specify the passport number, recent passport number, and then the country wherein your passport was issued, the expiry date, all the expiry date, and the last arrival into US. And then you have to specify the place where the last arrival into United States. Item number 24, you have to specify the immigration status. Item 25, you have to specify your current immigration category. Item 27 is eligibility category, and if you open up I-765 instruction document, you can see that C26 is for the spouse of H1B non-immigrants who are eligible to apply for EAD card. As per the instruction, it turns out C26 is the eligible category for H4 visa holder. So therefore, I have selected C26. Now this item number 28 is for STEM OPT eligibility category, but ours is not. Ours is C26. So we can skip item number 28. Item number 29, which is C26 eligibility category, which is ours. So here you have to provide the receipt of H1B spouse most recent I-797 notice or H1B visa receipt notice. Item number 30 is for C8 eligibility criteria, so we can skip this. Item number 31 is for C35 and C36 eligibility criteria, so we can skip this. Now in part 3 as well, we have multiple subsection. The first subsection is applicant statement, and if you have filled the form yourself, you have to select the option number A. If you have used the interpreter to read the application for you, then you have to select the option number B. So if any attorney or a third party file this application for you, you have to select the option number 2. In another subsection, that is applicant contact information, you have to specify the telephone number of the applicant and also the email address. In subsection applicant declaration and certification, the applicant has to sign the application along with the date, and this is to certify that all the information that is provided in the application is correct and is being authorized by the applicant. 4 is if this particular application is being interpreted by another person, since the person who is filing the applicant is not fluent in English. So you have to specify the interpreter full number, mailing address, contact information, and also the signature of the interpreter along with the date. Part 5, if this application is being filed by third party like attorney on your behalf, then this portion will be filled by that person. Part 6 is if you have to provide any additional information. Let's go through the supporting document which is required along with I-765 form. In the supporting document, you need I-94, which is a arrival departure document, and if you don't have it, you can download that from I-94 website. So if you go to I-94 website and you select the get most recent I-94 and then specify your first name, last name, birth date, and then passport number and the passport country of issuance, you will be able to download the I-94 form. This is how I-94 document looks, wherein you have the record number, you have the class of admission, that means on which visa you entered US. Another document required is the copy of the last EAD card. In case you are renewing or replacing the card, then you require the old EAD card. If not, if you are applying it for the first time, then you need not have to include any EAD card. The third requirement is 2 passport size photograph. The fourth requirement is Form G28. If any attorney is representing and filing I-765 on your behalf, if you are filing it yourself, then you need not have to fill this Form G28. If you are applying the EAD card for the first time, then you have to also include the copy of the government issue identity document. You can include birth certificate with photo or passport including photo page or H4 visa stamp copy. You can also refer to USCIS page for any other document that can be considered as a government issue identity document. Now let's go to the C26 category. What are the required documents there? Now for C26, we require the approved form I-140. That means I-140 approval notice, which looks something like this. That is I-797 notice of action, and here case type is I-140 immigrant petition for alien worker, and notice type is it's an approval notice. Then you need the H1B approved copy, which looks something like this, which is I-797A notice of action. The case type is I-129 petition for a non-immigrant worker, and notice type is approval notice and class is H1B. Then you need the H4 approval copy, which looks something like this. So here if you see, the case type is I-539 application to extend change non-immigrant status, and notice type is approval notice and class is H4. Then you need the marriage certificate. With this, all the required document is complete. Now we have I-765 along with all the supporting documents. Let's go to the website and see what is the fees and where to send this entire application. The filing fees for I-765 is 410, and you can pay the fees with a money order, personal check or a cashier check. Send I-797 along with the required document and filing fee on one of the 2 lockbox specified here. Depending on your primary H1B receipt number, if it starts with EAC or LIN, then use Della's lockbox address. If it starts with WAC or SRC, then use Phoenix lockbox address. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please write in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe our channel.